Everybody, welcome back for another episode of Top Five Live. Episode, I don't know, we're shooting in the dark. Javon says 184, so that's what we're gonna go with.
It is not true.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Not accurate.
That's what he put up there, so that's what I'm gonna go with. This week, our topic is going to be. I'm gonna go ahead and say that before we get into the weeds. Top 5 movie scene stills of all time.
Scene stealers.
Yeah, I
I don't know why you're saying it's so difficult.
because scene stealers could. I was trying to clarify. Movie? Are we talking about movies? Are we talking about TV shows? Are we talking about the character? Are we talking about the actor? You know what I mean? Like all of those things make a difference. I did not find this to be a particularly easy list to put together, to be honest. Um, but then the other topics, somebody put something in the chat for something they want to talk about, but I don't remember what it was.
I know Danny put the Deion Sanders thing in.
Well, Danny, whatever Danny put in there don't count because he ain't even here.
Let's talk about these trash movies.
That's pretty
Which
rude.
trash movies?
Come on, man.
But we
These
got to
last-
talk about the Deion thing too. But
Which one?
Hmm?
Which one?
who?
Great. What you say?
Oh,
What
I
did
was
you say?
saying,
The VR thing?
The Deion thing. The Danny
Oh,
thing,
okay.
I think.
Oh, okay, the Dion thing. Didn't we? Okay, we can, I guess.
What Dion thing?
He came out and he was talking about the process. So remember a couple of weeks ago when they came out and they were saying that the Ravens wanted to draft Shador, and he was like, nah. And then there was a whole bunch of people that was speculating. We were speculating in the chat.
Yep.
Like, is that really true? You know how so many things are fake now. But then they pulled out a video of Deion explaining that they got calls from the Ravens, the Eagles, and the Browns. And apparently Shador was like, I don't want to sit behind Lamar. I want a chance to play. So I get it, like from the competitive edge. But at this point, you have 3 teams that are interested in you. 2 of them are like good teams.
Some of the best organizations,
Really solid, like cream of the crop organizations.
Some of the best organizations that exist.
And you want to go, like, I just don't like once you get to the point where you're in the 5th round. I think we all know he was supposed to be a first round pick, but you get to the 5th round. To me, like, nowhere you go, you're going to be a starter. So it's like, would you rather go sit behind an all-time great quarterback, or go sit behind Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel?
Do you think that was his plan to sit behind? I think I understand his perspective. Like, no, I got a better shot at starting and making something happen if I go to Cleveland as opposed to sitting behind Jalen or homeboy Jamal. Lamar. So I said Jamal.
Yeah, no, I get that. But my thing is the way the landscape is now, and it's weird because I'm not crapping on Deion for representing Shador, but I feel like if he had like real agents in place, they would have been on the phones. They would understand already. You gave Kenny Pickett a contract. You got Flacco coming back. You still got Touch Me, Tease Me on the roster. Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? And then they just drafted Gabriel in the 3rd round. So, like, from an economic standpoint, it's going to be very hard for you to eclipse at least 2 guaranteed contracts that are in front of you, besides the old thing.
But he wasn't expecting to go 5th. He was probably still expecting to go, let's say 3rd. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If they're contacting you in the 5th round, you know what I'm saying? You're now like, they're like, hey, we're thinking about drafting you here. So the 3rd, 1st, 2nd round, all that's already gone. Now, I guess the point that they don't clarify is at what point did they contact him?
Right.
Because then I could see it. Like, if it's early rounds, But like Deion, one of the things that bothered me, and I love Deion.
Me too.
I stick beside him, even though he abandoned HBCUs. You know, I stick beside him. But
I was bad about that, but I understood.
But the interesting part of it is the part where he said he doesn't want to be, playing behind Lamar for 10 years. That's not how NFL contracts work. And then what was the other part that bothered? Oh, the part where he was saying, he's a competitor, and he said he looked at the guy and said, how many great players, started off on the bench? Like, how many great players got great from not playing?
What he said that I thought was funny was how he ended it, because he's not wrong, and he's literally one of the greatest players he's literally one of the greatest players in two sports. So I ain't gonna question him too much, but he said what he said I can't remember a time I was sitting on the bench and said I learned a lot today. That's hilarious.
For him,
how many great quarterbacks do you know that actually came off the bench outside of Brady? Outside of Brady, outside of Brady,
Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. That's off the top of my head.
Y'all naming a lot of first rounders, man.
Mahomes came off the bench after who?
Mahomes didn't play his first season.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Y'all talking about first round picks that know they're gonna be starting.
Shador should have been.
But we're not talking about shoulda.
Brady's not one of those.
Brady's an anomaly, dog.
That's why I said, and that's why I say outside of Tom Brady.
Yeah, but I'm saying there was the only stipulation was a great quarterback.
Doug Williams,
Yeah, but y'all talking about like anomalies. Y'all not talking about like like if you're a quarterback, you want to play, you want to have the ability to be able to beat out the starter.
Yeah.
You're not going to beat out the starter.
Unless you knew, like, okay, the quarterback, this is going to be our last year with this dude.
Yeah.
So we got to put somebody in development. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what he was thinking with, like, Flacco. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that's not. The last time we talked about this, I said the same thing. Like, this process got complicated because of who Shador's father is, because of what Deion said before the draft came. And honestly, it was those two big things. But I think when the things that Deion said exacerbated things, because he did make it very clear, if you think that I'm not getting ready to sit with my son, I'd have been around these teams, I'd talked to these teams, I have relationships with teams. If you think I'm not going to control or tell him where he should and shouldn't go, you got another thing coming, whatever. If you're setting that precedent and saying that you're setting that precedent, of course you're going to set people's teeth on edge when it comes to the draft, because they're going to be like, well, I would be looking at him on talent, but shoot, suppose we're one of the organizations that Deion don't have no respect for.
But that's a different conversation, though.
Right.
It's still a part of it.
That's not.
It is.
You want to know why I'm saying?
So if anything, he's acting like his son's agent. Like, no, I'm gonna tell him where I think the best joint should go, and the father should.
You offline. You should do that offline. You don't do it in the meeting. This is a very similar conversation to LeBron and Bronny. You don't need to go to the media to do that. We all know you're Deion. We all know you got.
Did he go to the media? Media came to him.
I mean, he said it on camera, like he was talking greasy, like
he was not being light-handed when he was saying this.
But was this before after he got drafted?
This was before. This was
this was before the draft.
Hold on. This was before the season, like Shador's last season at Colorado. Like he came in, he talked about not just Shador. He was
wait. What are we talking about? Are we talking about the video that y'all just posted?
No.
Deion said this stuff. Like
okay, that's what I'm saying. That's a different conversation than a quarterback deciding, hey, I want to go to a place where I got the best opportunity to beat out myself. Beat out the competition. Hold on, let me finish.
You're right.
If you're gonna go to Baltimore or you're gonna go to Philly, you're not starting. You're not even gonna get a chance to start unless something catastrophic happens to him. And even if something catastrophic happens to him, he's still coming back next year. Now, he gets an opportunity to play and showcase, but I would rather go to the Browns, who got 4 guys. And if you got 4 quarterbacks, you ain't got one. So I think I will have a better chance to at least compete for the chance.
Yeah, that
you're not
going
to get a chance. So like, I don't see anything wrong with them.
Yeah, especially if he says he wants his chance to compete for it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, my son plays soccer.
It's not a cornerback. Like, you're not a cornerback. You're not a linebacker where dudes go down easily. Like, quarterbacks generally not including this year, because this year is crazy. But 9 times out of 10, quarterbacks gonna play.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to be behind Josh Allen. Nah, man, put me behind
Flacco. I don't think he's going to last another season. And I could be coming in and, you know what I'm saying, get my stuff in. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but what you're looking at, so let's look a little bit deeper into the Cleveland situation. It's a shitty organization.
Right.
They haven't had a good quarterback in 20-something years.
Yep.
They haven't, not even good. They've had average and below average and flat out bad. So they had Baker Mayfield for a second, but because the organization is terrible, there wasn't any growth. There was no, there was nothing. All that is
correct.
So now you're going to this team who's got a freaky ass quarterback making 50-something million a year guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right. So that means
he's not gonna play.
He's not gonna play. But guess who else ain't gonna play? A lot of good players, because your money's wrapped up into him.
Yeah, but so wouldn't you? But that's my whole. But that's my point.
My thing,
you would rather go to a
stable organization, because
but you go into a stable organization to go sit on the bench
and go sit on the bench and not get no
and waste years of your career.
Waste years. Like, dudes are playing 20 years now. You look at Jordan.
Dude, how often? Again, you talk about outliers, man. Like, most quarterbacks ain't playing 20 years, like starting and playing like 20 years.
There's a lot of guys that are playing a lot longer. Matthew Stafford.
A lot longer is fine, but you also talk about like Hall of Fame players, though.
Listen.
Yeah, but if you think you're that, like 2 years of sitting on the bench and developing isn't going to kill you. We see it working with Jordan Love. We see
Jordan Love was a first-round pick, y'all. Come on, man.
It doesn't matter.
First-round pick.
Jordan Love was a first-round pick.
Behind an all-time great.
Morgan, you keep saying shoulda. I'm not talking about shoulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like, you keep saying that like it means something.
I'm telling you that all of it is related.
My point being is, if I'm it's a lot different. If Shedeur was going to be a first-round pick, let's say. I'm trying to
first round pick should be wanting to play.
I don't care
early.
if it's a first round pick, second or fifth round pick. If I got the opportunity to start on this shitty team or never play on this winning team, if I'm a competitor, I'm going to go play on the shitty team and try to ball out.
And right now you're QB3 on this shitty team, and
that you compete.
But now that's a systematic thing. Like, all right, they didn't want to do it. I want to take my shot. I got a better shot at doing it. Like, okay, listen to me. So my son plays soccer. Freshman year, he had never played high school sports, or he had never played organized sports. He just wanted to play soccer. He always just played with his friends.
Mm-hmm.
He starts playing. The goalie went down. Coach was like, "Hey, I need somebody to volunteer to play goalie. Chris, will you mind playing?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." He played the whole time on JV goalie. At the end of the season, coach was like, "Hey, you really improved over time. I appreciate you stepping in." They gave him most improved player and everything, because he never played the position before. He had never played sports before, so he's going in blind. Coach was like, "Hey, all right, sophomore year, I can guarantee you a starting spot as goalie if you want to play." He was like, "No, I want to be a striker. I want to compete to be a striker." He was like, "All right, you're going to have to show out and try out, blah, 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 blah." That's what he did. I got more respect for my son saying, I want to compete to play this position as opposed to having this guaranteed spot over here in this position he didn't want to be on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking at. He's like, I want to have a chance to compete. I got a better shot at playing against this old motherfucker as opposed to playing against these starting dudes that I know I'm not going to get no tick from.
And you still third.
But you also got to look at it this way.
I still respect.
Hold on, because
this is why I say that being a first rounder matters. Number one, from a financial perspective, if you're a first rounder, you making first rounder money. Shedeur was what, fifth?
Fifth.
He's a fifth rounder. He ain't making first rounder money.
He got more money than he does in the first round. Hold on.
If you're a first round quarterback and you're sitting behind an established player, you're being developed, but you also know my time is gonna come.
You don't know that.
You do. You know more than likely your time is gonna come.
Aaron Rodgers sitting behind Brett Favre was frustrated for what, 4 years?
And you know what?
But
and what happened?
Frustrated.
What happened?
It was almost time for him to
what
go.
Happened?
It was almost time.
No. What happened?
Nigga, let me tell you.
What happened?
You asked me what happened. Dame dashing me. Don't Dame dash me. That's what I'm saying.
But even then, the Eagles and the Ravens, they're gonna pick them up. But they still expecting those two people to still play.
Right.
It's not like he was with the Titans or another team where they needed a quarterback. They're still in this position because they know homeboy touchy-feely ain't gonna be playing it. He out or whatever.
Nick James is killing me.
Flacco old. So even if it's like, hey, Flacco old, we don't gonna get one good year out this mug because he could get hurt. He could just go ahead and retire or whatever, or he could be trash and we're gonna get rid of him. So that's how they. I think that's how they looking at it for next year.
Who Cleveland?
You know what I'm saying?
Bench too, by the way.
Yeah.
So you waste a year in a bad organization. Okay.
But you also, if you're a fifth rounder, you could get cut like that, though.
Exactly.
You're not getting cut like that. Again, you get it.
I respect. I get all that. I just respect his.
So do I want to go to again? So I'm a fifth round pick. I don't need the money. Shedeur doesn't need the money, so
he does not.
We can throw the money.
I want to play. I want to play.
You want to play. I get that, right? But you're a fifth round pick. What happens with fifth round quarterbacks? You're going to get fifth round minutes in practice, which is barely any looks. He never got to play with the first team. Barely got to play with the second team.
You think he was going to be you thought he was? You think he was going to be the backup, the first backup?
He didn't get a fair chance.
Did you?
No, stop saying shoulda. Do you think he would have been the first backup?
What? Okay. Wait.
You think?
Are you telling me that you think? No. Did you watch? Did you watch Shedeur Sanders play in Colorado? Did you watch Shedeur Sanders play in Colorado?
What does that have
to
do
with
this conversation?
Why are you yelling?
Colorado?
I don't understand what that has to do with the conversation.
What does that have to do with the conversation? Did you watch Shedeur Sanders play football before?
Yes, I watched him play. Yes.
What did you think of his talent?
Your blood pressure going up, Morgan.
Did you think he was a first round grade quarterback?
It's going to help you.
Did I think he was a first round? I honestly
do this. Morgan, do this.
No,
your blood pressure going up. I'm telling you, it's going to help you calm down.
Be great.
No, because you keep saying shoulda.
Waiting 15 minutes to talk at all, and he's still interrupting me when I.
But you keep saying shoulda. Why you keep saying shoulda?
Because I keep telling. I said 10
We're not talking about shoulda.
Devon, let him talk. Devon, let him talk. Let him talk.
All right, let's talk about.
I said 10 minutes ago. All of it is related. All of it matters.
Go ahead. Let's talk about the hypothetical and the fantasy, and then we'll come back to the reality.
Okay, so you tell me what the reality is.
No, go ahead. You asked for more.
We're going to give you for ISO no more.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All
of this stuff matters. Shedeur Sanders had first round talent, right? The only reason he ended up going in the fifth round, it wasn't because of his talent alone. Everybody knows that. A lot of it had to do with how his dad handled the situation, who he was coming into the organization, and personal choices that we're now learning that he made when he had opportunities. Because like Greg said, we know that he got the conversation from the Ravens, but we don't know what round that call came in. We don't know when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
this entire question, this entire conversation is about whether or not you want to go to a bad organization where you might have the chance to play, or a good organization where you're not going to play unless this person gets hurt or something else happens.
But you can learn the position.
Learn the
professionalism.
The point that I'm going to is the same as what Greg is saying. We have seen countless times very good NFL, if not great NFL quarterbacks that sat behind a quarterback that was in front of them in a great organization. And those quarterbacks have better careers by and large than the quarterbacks that go to trash teams with trash organizations and end up starting. That's a fact. That's just something that you can look at even in the last 10 to 15 years. So it's Shadeur's right. It's Shadeur's right to go to a bad organization and still be third on that roster. Completely. That's still his prerogative. That's still him and Deion's prerogative. But like Greg just said, money is not the issue here. It wasn't the issue. It's still not the issue.
We never said money. We never said money.
Now you had a chance to play, and you're still third on the depth chart. Doesn't mean he can't move up. Yes, he could move up.
But can I just add one part?
Hey, don't interrupt him. Let him go.
Yeah, you're third on the depth chart, not because there was a fair competition. You're third because you got treated like a 5th round pick, which means practice squad. Right now, he's throwing to practice receivers. Practice. He hasn't got to practice with the ones. He never got to play or prove himself with the ones.
He did,
right? And that's not because Dillon Gabriel is a better player than him. It's because Dillon is a higher pick than him.
That's a part of it. He did play.
Y'all making a point.
When we played the preseason game, when he played in the preseason against us in game 1, he was running against the ones with the ones.
No, he didn't have one.
No, he didn't.
No, he was running with the 2s and 3s.
No, he wasn't.
No, he started.
No, he wasn't.
He was started.
No, he started, but they didn't play.
He wasn't the ones.
They started him with the 2s?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
And he showed out.
I want to say this.
He did.
Devon, you are not wrong. Morgan, you are not wrong. Greg, you are not wrong. Everybody can have their own opinion. And there can be a duality. Could he have gone to a different team or a better team and tried to learn? Yes. But we are also saying on this side, we think he's trying to compete. And that's okay.
I 100%.
Okay.
No, I didn't agree.
We're looking at 2 different perspectives.
My issue came because Morgan kept saying he should have been a 1st round pick. He should have, and to me, that's a separate conversation.
So what if he was a 1st round pick with Cleveland?
And my point about, and that was my point. When you a first round, if you a 1st round pick, you have a lot less. What's the word I'm looking for? Risk involved. If you and this was a point out because y'all kept bringing up all these quarterbacks that sat behind quarterbacks and learned. Like y'all brought up a lot of 1st round picks that had the.
But we brought up other ones and you brushed that off though.
I brought up who?
We brought up Brady.
I said Brady is an anomaly because you can't name. Can you name 5, 6 round picks that went on to be Hall of Fame starting quarterbacks?
I'm not saying Brock Purdy is a Hall of Famer, but he's shown himself to be a really good quarterback.
Brady was drafted in 2000. Brock Purdy was drafted.
I don't think Steve Young got drafted in the 1st round.
I'll give you Russell. I'll give you Russell Wilson too. Fine, we'll give you Russell. Russell was a 5th.
I think.
I
think Russell's like a 5th.
So Steve Young was 1st round.
How many? Would you say?
I don't think Steve Young was 1st round.
Nah, I think he was.
Steve was traded for, wasn't he?
Yeah, he went to Tampa.
He was 1st in the supplemental draft.
Yeah.
He was traded for.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about him getting into the league.
But that's what I'm saying. When he came into the league, they traded for him. I'm talking about guys that were drafted by their organization.
Yeah.
If you are not a 1st round pick, nothing is promised to you. Can we all agree on that?
Absolutely.
Right, Morgan, can you agree on that? That if you're not a 1st round pick, nothing is promised to you.
But I don't. So
outside of an opportunity to compete.
Right. That okay.
I'm
So
saying nothing's promised, even if you're a first rounder. Nothing.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not guaranteed.
You
start.
have you have
get some
higher
chance.
chance.
Well, no. Hold on. When I say nothing, let me not say nothing is promised. You have more rope to hang yourself with when you're a first round pick.
Right.
You might, depending on the organization you get drafted to.
Yeah, but most of the time you're an investment as a first round pick. As a sixth round, as a fifth, anything past like third, you're a gamble. You're a gamble. Like they don't know. You might pan out, you might not. That's why you're a lower round pick. If you're a first round pick, you're expected to at some point be a foundational player.
Right. So
So that's why I'm saying like a guy like Jordan Love. Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers. Yes, he sat for a long time, but they drafted him with the expectation because if you know the Packers, that's what they do. They drafted him with the expectation you're going to take over for Aaron. And that's why they ushered Aaron's ass out the damn door because they had faith in Jordan Love. Same thing with Josh Allen, Stafford. Well, I think Stafford started his first because he's first. But most of the time, if you're a first round drafted quarterback and you're sitting with the expectation that eventually you're going to start. That's why I'm saying it's different if you're a first round pick.
But that I don't understand.
You're a fifth round pick drafted quarterback. You're a fifth round pick drafted quarterback. You just trying to get an opportunity to show what you got.
Right. So do you want to go somewhere? Again, do you want to go somewhere that like everything's up in the air? Because I'm pretty sure Stefanski is going to get fired soon. I don't know if he'll make it through this year. This is the same team that just gave a quarterback all this guaranteed money, and then they're looking.
It's a shitty organization.
No, I know. So let me finish. So like, because I'm thinking about like my son or like some of the players that I've coached and mentored, whatever. Like, do I want them to go to a stable organization where they can learn how to play football as a professional, or do I want to send like if Shedeur gets put in the game Sunday, it's not going to be great because it's not great.
You don't know.
The team is bad.
You don't know.
I know what he can do.
They just won. They just won. Did they not just win?
They just beat the Cowboys.
They won.
The Browns just beat the best. What was people thought was the best team in the league.
Joe Flacco was starting.
He didn't even finish the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there's still a. I mean,
but no, you said if he started
they're not a good team.
It wasn't going to be good. And I'm saying you don't know that.
Stats of the
game, if he thinks he's good enough,
it's not about what you think. It's about
it is based off what you think.
If you think you're good enough and your ass is still sitting here in the fifth round, you might need to.
But again, that's a different conversation because
that's a different conversation.
We already agreed that there
were
outside circumstances involved.
He has no control over where he gets drafted.
Yeah, you don't have any control. But these people just told you we don't think you're a first, second, third, fourth pick. And half the teams in the fifth round ain't picking you either. So it's time for you to maybe look at yourself and figure out what's going to be the best way for my career overall. If you want to get in a game, and play and get the shit knocked out of you this year, good luck. That's not.
But he probably thinking, you know what? I'm better than Flacco. I'm gonna compete with him for that start.
But you have, but you're depending on them to allow you the chance to compete, and they didn't do that. And for a fifth round, it's not just a regular fifth.
He also got hurt too, though.
Yeah, he got hurt for like a week. Everybody in the camp got hurt for like a week.
Yeah.
That's why they had to bring in a number 5 quarterback.
Yeah. I understand why he. If that's the case,
I get both sides.
I understand that. I just like I would.
You're a fifth round pick. All right, let me
go somewhere that wants you. That's going to be able to like develop you, instead of going somewhere that's proven they can't develop a quarterback to save their life.
So what if? Oh, he played the whole game.
Okay, I like that. I like that point too.
My bad.
They ain't got nowhere. They ain't ever developed the quarterback. I get that point.
Like
too.
It would be different if it was Green Bay or somewhere.
Because what if he did get drafted? What if he did get drafted by? Let's say he did get drafted by Baltimore. They put him on a practice squad.
I mean, you're on the practice squad now, but you're on the practice squad.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you're on a practice squad where you can sit and watch Lamar Jackson prepare. where you can learn, you can pick your brains. You got Ozzie Newsome, who's like by far, if not the best general manager.
Ozzie ain't there no more.
Of all time. Yes, he is.
Ozzie ain't been there. What are you talking about?
That's what
he was at the game last night.
He's not the general manager.
He still like works. He's with the organization.
I don't know. I don't know the organization stuff. I just know.
No, he's former general manager. He's the executive vice president.
Right or wrong.
He's a what?
He's an executive vice president.
Right. He's still with the organization. His fingerprints.
The disagreement is whether or not,
because that's like Ryan Mallett. Like Ryan Mallett was drafted, I forget, it was the second or third round to the Patriots. Sat behind Tom Brady. Nothing.
He wasn't that good.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, but we don't know if he has that good.
Jimmy Garoppolo
the greatest quarterback.
Yeah, but don't know if Shedeur Sanders is good in the NFL. Stop bringing up his freaking. I don't care about what he did. Listen, guys.
Who said that? Like you're saying, you brought up.
What are you talking about?
Ryan Mallett was ass. That's all.
No, I know, but I'm saying we don't know if Shedeur
bring up Jimmy Garoppolo or like the other few quarterbacks that.
Where's Jimmy Garoppolo right now? Backing up. Huh? He wasn't that good when he was in the 49ers.
Yeah,
that's why they got rid of him. That's why
Brock Purdy to a couple of Super Bowls. Like
he took him to the Super Bowl.
He took him. All right, go look for how many yards he threw to get them to the Super Bowl.
Jimmy has some.
We'll talk later. Like, what are we talking about here, guys?
We're talking about a nigga that got a whole bunch of
same team. Brock Purdy took him to the Super Bowl.
Are you saying Purdy's trash?
Took him to the Super Bowl. What?
Yeah.
Are you saying Purdy's trash?
I didn't say Purdy's trash. Y'all brought.
Why did you say it like that?
You brought up Ryan Mallett. Bring up a good quarterback.
I'm making an example of a quarterback. I'm making an example of a quarterback that went and sat behind a great quarterback in a good organization.
And when he got his chance, he wasn't good.
Okay, I'm just saying we don't know if Shedeur Sanders is good. We have no clue if he's good.
Okay, and we're not going to know that with him playing for Cleveland, playing against.
We wouldn't know that if he played for Baltimore.
We would know when he gets his chance.
When was he going to get a chance in Baltimore?
When he going to get his chance for Baltimore?
When
was he going to get his
chance?
How
long do NFL contracts last?
Okay.
How long is a rookie?
I'm not in, so I don't know.
No.
I'm not in, so I don't know.
Y'all really think Lamar Jackson? Y'all think they was gonna be like, all right, Lamar.
How long? No. There's this thing like teams actually do it. They develop quarterbacks and then they
educate me.
They trade them.
Educate me.
But it's a fifth rounder. How many years is his contract?
Educate me. How long is a contract for a fifth rounder? Typically,
I can Google it.
Okay, you asked the question. I thought you knew it.
It's not 10 years. It's not 7 years.
A typical rookie contract is
okay. How many more years do you expect Lamar Jackson to be playing?
I don't. If Shedeur would have went to Baltimore, to be clear, I do not think that Shedeur was going to overtake Lamar. I think Lamar is going to be in Baltimore as long as possible.
Same with Jalen Hurts.
Right, but I think a year, 2 years, learning behind a Hall of Fame quarterback, I feel like that's a bet. You have a better chance of learning the game mentally because we know he's got the tools physically.
I understand that. I respect that.
So
I respect that.
I'm learning behind an all-time great, like a first ballot Hall of Famer, a perennial MVP, and he should have won it again last year. So, do I want to learn from him, or do I want to learn from old ass Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel? Do I want to learn how to be a pro from John Harbaugh or Kevin Stefanski? Like that's what it comes down for me. Now, if he would have had a chance to go in and had a fair chance to compete for the Browns job, I would be cool. But he didn't get a fair shot, and we kind of knew he wasn't going to get a fair shot.
I understand that.
So you're going to come here and get the same treatment that you could have got from a team that could win the Super Bowl this year, to two teams that could win the Super Bowl this year, where you could have like a whole different trajectory of learning the game.
A good example of this conversation, talking about organizations and the value of going to a good one versus one that's not considered to be good. The same thing happened with Eli. He refused to go to. Weren't the Chargers going to take him?
Yeah. Yep.
I think the Chargers were going to take him, and he refused to go.
He was like, I'm not going to go. Yeah,
and it was strictly because Archie didn't want him going to that organization. He didn't want them playing for him. Again,
I know that was
Eli didn't get to start right away.
There's a bone. There's
so bad for Phillip Rivers' career.
I also, Javon, you were talking kind of spicy about Garoppolo, like he wanted a solid quarterback, and he definitely was. I just looked at his numbers just to make sure that I won't tripping, but he had some really good seasons as an average quarterback. He was playing just fine, and then he got hurt that year, and then Brock Purdy took over, and they went to the Super Bowl. But it's not like he was coming off his best season.
You know how often they were trying to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo?
That's because he was injured a lot.
Yeah,
they literally had a full guys. They had a full playoff game where they refused to let that man throw the ball.
And whose fault?
I watched this.
Is that a coach's fault or a player's
I'm just saying, there's a reason. And then he almost threw a pick one of the few times he threw.
Right, because you let him throw the ball 10 times.
He wasn't like
10 times in a playoff game.
We didn't say I didn't say he's an all-time.
I'm just saying he wasn't. It wasn't like he was like he didn't even play that great in the Super Bowl.
Again, you're not letting him throw the ball, man. Like that's really what happened.
Why would you not let a quarterback throw the ball?
Because you.
It's not the way you run
if you. What I believe is that
I heard a lot of stammering. I'm just messing with
you. Kyle Shanahan is kind of an egomaniac. He thinks that I watched it for years. We watched him screw the Falcons out of a Super Bowl. He's gonna run his shit. He's gonna do stuff his way. And if you're not doing it his way, just like his father,
but he is a fantastic.
You asked out. He can scheme up some stuff.
He's a fantastic.
And he can also make choices. Like, you don't hamstring your quarterback. And nobody on here is going to say that Jimmy Garoppolo is not a good thrower of the football. Ooh, we're 20 minutes on this topic. Y'all want to switch now? We've been talking about this a long time.
I don't even know.
I'm good.
Anyway, I don't. Whatever, man.
What was the other topic? Because this one could go on
forever. About trash movies.
Did y'all want to talk about The Long Walk?
It was awesome.
I don't know. Can we talk about it? Because I don't know if it's going to be spoiled.
I mean, whatever. We passed.
Everybody's seen it, right?
No, I saw it.
It's been out for 2 weeks now.
Okay,
I saw it.
Yeah, go.
I was disappointed.
Hey, wait. We gotta do a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being bad, 5 great.
2.5.
Damn.
I give it a
3. I give it a 3. 2.5. 2.5. 2 and 3/4.
I give it a for the genre, especially. I give that. It's at least a 4. It's at least a 4. It's a really good movie.
I give it about a 4.
It's a really good. So it's something you sit and watch again.
Yeah. I almost went to see it yesterday, but I went to see him again.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.25.
Yeah, it might be a 4.5. Like, I haven't graded it yet because I'm still working on the horror list.
I can't give it a 4.5 because of just something that I brought up on the thread. We can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Like,
I mean, to me, there felt a little bit too much of the magical Negro.
Yeah, they were pushing it, and then in that scene when he stopped, I'm like, man, I'm about to walk out.
No, don't speak in code. Let's talk about the damn movie.
No, he did. He said it when he stopped.
He stopped. And he stopped and did what?
When he stopped walking and trying to let old boy win. I almost walked out.
Yeah, I was pissed.
I was about to walk out.
I was so mad.
Get out of here, man.
And then, Chucky Fellow was like, no. But no, it was cool. That I will say that was lingering in my mind. Like, man. And it's just the fact that homie is a fantastic actor.
He is.
Even though I did not know what accent he was using, because that accent kind of went different places.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a fantastic actor.
I fell in love. He in Alien Romulus, I was like, he needs an award. He was
he was great.
I didn't even put two and two together. That was him.
Yeah.
He was incredible in Alien Romulus, bro. Like I was like, yo, he seriously should win an award for this. Like he's the best synth. He might be the best droid I've seen in the series, bro.
Is he British?
Yes.
I think so.
He might be the best synth that I've seen in the Alien series, including the first one. And I hate
it. Fassbender was great too, though.
Yeah, I think all of the synths have been good, but he was phenomenal. Like he was really, really, really like he did so good that I went to, like, while I was watching the movie, I was like, who is this? I literally looked him up as the movie was going. Because I was like, man, this dude is killing it. Like the glitching out, the stuff.
I thought everybody in the film did well. Like I don't think anybody gave a bad performance.
You talking about in Lone Walk?
Yeah.
Everybody was awesome.
Why are you making that face, Jess?
I'm listening to y'all.
No, man,
I want to get everybody in their faces. So
that steak face.
I'm trying to see if my opinion gonna change based on what I'm hearing.
The thing that I love the most about the movie, and it is partially because I'm writing a story that is, I'm co-writing a story that is an ensemble story. And the biggest thing that I loved about the movie was how well they did with the ensemble part in getting you to care about the characters and getting you to be vested with the characters and you wanting them to make it through the journey. You know what I'm saying? They did a really, really good job with that. The only gripe period that I have with the movie was like the way that some of the people chose to go out. I wish they had found a different avenue because it felt like three of them went out for the exact same reason, kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of just wigging out. And that's okay, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, in that situation, is that feasible? Yeah, it is, you know what I'm saying? But I just would have, if we were writing that, I would have wanted to find another way to have this go where this character is gonna go, they're gonna be gone, but it's not gonna be something similar to what I just saw this other character go out for.
I mean, how many? There's only so many. Like, is either injury, sickness, or losing your mind, or just getting tired. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the four. Pretty much, you could put all of the guys in the category of one of those four. Except for the last one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a big gripe because, like I said, I still it's not. I'm trying to think of a movie that I think is literally perfect. It's hard to give a movie.
I've still never seen Pootie Tang. I refuse.
Capuchin? Why?
Yeah. I refuse.
But yeah, it's hard to think of a movie that's just a straight up perfect movie. I got
a lot of Shawshank Redemption vibes.
Huh?
I felt it felt like Shawshank Redemption to me.
Somebody
just
else,
like tone wise,
like in the same universe.
Yeah, like it could have been the same universe. Yeah,
somebody else gave similar comparison. I can't remember if it was Frankie or Straw Hat. One of them said it.
Okay,
but yeah, like I said, I think it's an ensemble film. It was very well done. The end is the other thing. Those are the two things that I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I still enjoyed the movie. You know what I'm saying? So, very good movie to me.
Am I the only one that felt like he didn't actually walk off, that he got killed?
Yeah, I feel
like in my brain, he definitely should have been killed.
No, I feel like he got killed, and that was him walking off was like.
Yeah. It's like I almost want to read the book.
I've heard that it's had quite a few people want to read the book.
Because they say the book ended differently.
They always do that to Stephen King, man.
I mean, if you're like a big fan and you already know how it ends,
yeah, you don't want to do it the exact same way. Yeah. Which I will say, Long Walk almost threatened my favorite Stephen King of that adaptation. It almost ranked my top one, but it did not. It's still number one for me.
What's your number one?
Dr. Sleep.
Oh, hell no.
That's my favorite adaptation easily.
Oh, your favorite. My bad.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think there's a better adaptation than Shawshank, man. That's the best Stephen King. Honestly, The Mist is right after it for me.
I love Shawshank. It's one of my favorite.
Have you seen Dr. Sleep?
Yeah.
Dr. Sleep is good.
I like it.
Dr. Sleep is one of my favorite movies, period. And as an adaptation, that crap was Dr. Sleep is I don't want to say markedly better than The Shining to me, but it is one of the few occurrences of a sequel being better than the original, in my opinion. The Shining is iconic.
Obviously. I couldn't even bring myself to compare them because The Shining, you know, what it did for horror in the genre.
Oh, no question. No question. Like I said, like when I have to go through these rankings, because I'm really pushing to get everything done so that like October 1st, I'm at least starting at number 100. So like this week, I'll be pushing myself to like actually rank them, but which seems impossible. But
are you putting this as horror?
What? The Long Walk?
Long Walk?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it was horror.
They have horror, like we was like when
we talked about that in the group.
When we left the theater, we were asking, "What is this movie?"
I think horror has expanded in ways that I think you could watch Get Out and don't say it's horror.
They promoted it as horror sci-fi. So
that's what I'm saying. Like you could say we were debating online about. I asked about Predator, but we were also talking about Alien. Like, is Alien horror? Or is it just sci-fi? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like The Long Walk is just
suspense.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what they chose to market it.
Yeah, I don't see horror from it. I see
there was some horror. Like
the horror is is the situation.
I mean, it was gore. Like that's about it.
Hostile.
I was gonna talk about the dude.
Hostile horror.
Oh.
I was like, I ain't coming for this.
They did it like 2 times.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
But the first doodle was
that crap was crazy.
It was just a lot, man.
That was the epitome.
Yeah, outside the first one, and all the rest of it seemed just regular.
Yeah,
but
that was
just come on, man. I need to hear what Just Stick, man. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start off with the positives. I like the idea and the premise of the movie. And I can appreciate the production because you had to keep someone's attention of just some people walking.
Yeah.
True.
That's about it. That's about it.
Okay.
I'm just like, okay, I'm one of those people that think realistic approaches to certain movies. So if it looks real, if it looks like it's going to be like a real thing, not like sci-fi or something, I'm going to be looking at it from a realistic approach. And part of my own realistic approach is my personal experiences with walking. Like I had said to y'all, I had did the Baton Death March when I was in, or the Manchu Mile when I was in the military. I still actively hike. I'll go anywhere from as little as 12 miles to about 20-something miles or whatever. So I'm just like, they walking nonstop, 24 hours a day, no rest other than the moment they gotta tie their shoe or squat and take a poop. And no, I was just like, it just don't seem realistic to me.
Don't get
like you're going to get physically, mentally, tired even after like the first night.
Yeah, it won't take 24 hours either.
It won't take 24 hours. And your shoes, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just looking at
and you're maintaining 3 miles.
Yeah, and you stand 3.5.
Right. Yeah, so I was just like, I was like, you can't even like run up and then just like sit and wait for them to catch up and then like go again. Like it was just, you know what I'm saying? Like it just didn't make sense to me. You know what I mean?
Don't get it twisted. I
like when I watch it from those aspects, which makes me not like it. And then I'm like, okay, they only had like 3-4 guards on a joint. The truck had a camera and a guard and a driver. So essentially like three people. Buddy went, grabbed a gun, shot one. Like, why they just ain't do a coup and fuck all of them, man. Like it just didn't. All this stuff.
They want the money.
I get it, but
yeah, they weren't doing it. Yeah, it wasn't like a punishment
at this point. Fuck that. I'm just.
But it wasn't a punishment at that.
They wanted the money.
Yeah, they like it was. It's like
when the Indian Bull grabbed the rifle, shot Buddy or whatever.
Right. Yeah, he wigged out though.
But what I'm saying is, everyone knew that your life was on the line. At some point, you don't want to die. I'm about to kill this dude. Hey,
so
it was still like 20 of them. Hey, we just need 5.
Yeah, but nobody get the money though.
So okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to live.
The reason I think
it was a draft. This still wasn't no volunteer.
Number one, you shouldn't have signed up. Number 2,
you didn't sign up. You got drafted. That's something they also said. You didn't sign up.
Number 2, nationally, everybody's watching this. I think that's one of the strongest components of it.
That's what I can do. I can go run. I can go run. You can't catch me. I can go high and rest.
Justin,
for like 2 hours, and they go find you and then publicly execute.
Guess what? I got some rest in the meantime.
You have to get plenty of rest.
Yeah, you can be eternally resting.
Just gonna be trying to bob and weave the bullets.
I think differently. I'm like,
ain't nothing wrong with
that. But just though, that's like getting mad at the referee because you playing a football game. Like you
decided to
football game.
But the ref making bad calls, I could be like, yo, what you doing?
Tackled me.
Yeah, but as they said in the movie, they didn't really sign up for it. They just got that was a draft.
It was a metaphor.
No. Time out. Remember, at the beginning, he said that they had a back out period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you could back out.
Right.
So that's why. That's what I'm saying. Like it was a draft.
So you went into it thinking
it was a choice. It was a choice because the mom, when she was dropping him off, she was.
I seen all that. But even then, a lot of they was even saying then, like, you really ain't got a choice. They still.
Yeah, they said. What did he say? He said, they say that it's not mandatory, but everybody signs up.
Everybody
so it was just like making. So the movie, from what I gathered, it looks like, and based on the time that it was written, it was kind of a metaphor for people being drafted to go.
Yeah, to me, it was a draft.
Yeah.
So
no,
So I like from that standpoint, I was watching it.
Like
this is what happens when you send all these kids to war. You send all these kids to occupy. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're doing something, thinking that this is gonna benefit. And I mean, even if you go way back, like dudes would join wars because they're thinking at the end they're gonna get money. They're gonna get, a better, status of life.
When they say riches, they ain't never say how much
or
whatever. So then
this like the first competition,
the first dude or whatever that died. Personally, I was like, okay, I wonder who's gonna die or whatever. So that's what kept me, engaged into the movie. But not the first dude. When they was homeboy that teased Buddy. And then he swung, and then he fell on the ground and slid half a block. I'm like,
I mean, we saw his punch was not like he's not been trained.
He's just a clumsy MF.
Like
still, you don't fall and slide that far off of a punch.
You do it. I don't know. Second fight.
You wasn't on a motorcycle. You wasn't even on a moped. You punch and fall, and then you slide. Come on, look. Hey man, I just be looking at that shit. That stuff makes me not like the movie. I'm just like, okay, that's dumb.
He might just be very, very uncoordinated, bro.
Yeah, that's fine, but you're not going to slide.
My thing is, you can't
fight. You ain't swinging that hard for you to slide. Even an uncoordinated person ain't swinging. He looked wimpy. He ain't swinging that hard for him to slide that far on the ground. It just ain't make no sense.
He swung from his knees.
Right. Well, with all his might. You know what I'm saying?
All his might. He was trying to kill him. So I did.
So some of the joints just ain't. I'm just like, okay, then Buddy gonna stab himself with it. It just like, all right.
I mean, they lost their minds. They walked for like 300 plus miles for like.
I got you. Which is
okay. They literally lost their
mind. Our homeboy got a whole broke ankle walking on the stub. Like you don't.
Cause you about to get shot,
dude. Come on. All right, I'll say this.
On.
You have the threat of death on you. You ain't gonna move a little differently.
No, Justin said
in certain ways, yes. But walking on a stump,
you know you gonna get.
My man ain't trying to hop or nothing.
Can I get some crutches?
You know what I'm saying? And then, homeboy was about to get shot. He's like, "Got some water, please." It was like, how that default back to it was.
Which one?
And then the final part. One, I think the black ball. I don't know. He gave me that he had a crush on Buddy.
I thought that too. Because when he was like, okay, you got a girl back home, he looked at me.
Right.
And
you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay.
No.
And then, so now they sharing their goals and their dreams to be like, white boy's like, hey, I want to kill this dude or whatever for whatever reason. He killed my pops, blah, 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 blah. Buddy's like, hey, I was low down. I want to start, saving kids and, start an orphanage, group home, whatever he wanted to do, blah, 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 blah. But then he get there and he give up all of that just to kill
that part.
That was dumb as hell to me. And then after that, he ain't sit down and take no break. He gonna keep on walking off in the rain.
But that's something
he was walking to the upper room.
Ain't nobody ain't want no break. What you want? What's your first wish? I want a damn foot massage. I need to sit down. I need to eat. Nothing. You wanna? Come on, come on. Like, see, it's stuff like that that don't make sense to me, and that's why it just be making my little like meter drop.
But that was my issue with the magical Negro thing. Because in my head, I'm like, listen, man, I know listen. As many times as this dude wanted to, it basically was done. He was done. White boy was done.
Keep picking up, like, you're supposed to be trying to win this, dog.
Yeah, I'm like,
right.
I know you need help along the way. He seemed to be the freshest dude.
Yeah, he was
not wrong. He never looked like he was struggling. He
literally was the magical Negro. Like,
I was like, damn. I was waiting for like the plot twist to be like, oh, he was in this before and he won, or you know what I'm saying? Something crazy. Like he was the pacemaker or something low key or whatever. And I was just like, all right. And then homeboy was dude's son, and it was which I knew that because he's the only one that said where the general was like, good luck to you, son. I seen that again. I was like, oh, that's different. Like I pointed that out right in the beginning.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, when they were calling everybody's names and giving them the tag, when he came to him, he said, good luck to you, son. And then I was like, oh, that's different. He ain't said to nobody else. It made me think about it. So
did y'all know that was Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
Like
you can't tell by that voice?
I mean,
that's the Joker, man.
Yeah, no, I got you. I just was like,
oh, I don't really know.
Yeah, he do the voice for the Joker on the Batman.
Like, and then when did the guard sleep? If they was how they stay up all night? Or
no, they said they switched out.
They swapped them out, man.
They swapped them out. That's what they said that though.
I'm just like, oh. I'm different with movies, man.
Hey, by the way, before we get to the list, I saw two really good, and these are older movies, but I just finally saw them. Heretic and Companion. Have you ever seen either of those?
I seen Heretic.
I started watching Heretic. I didn't finish it.
I think you would really like it, Morgan.
What was y'all take on him?
How deep did you get into it?
Huh?
How deep did you get into the movie?
Probably 45 minutes.
Like, what did you think of it so far?
It was okay. I'm trying to. I don't think I finished it, but I think I intended to. I think I rented it and I just got busy or I fell asleep or something. You know what I mean? And I just didn't finish it. But I figured subject matter wise, I might like it. I just got to finish it.
Because I thought it was a heavily theological like film.
Yeah.
Like super, super, super thick in there.
Yeah,
but those are two. I don't know if y'all interested. Companion was pretty good.
Before we do the list, y'all two are fired on the top.
Which two?
Oh, man, you just got bad taste, man.
For what?
Niggas, man, Together, bro.
You ain't like Together.
What was wrong? What was your problem with Together?
Listen, bro,
it was scared.
Scary.
I said, were you scared?
Man, get the no.
What was your on him?
I haven't seen it yet.
I didn't go yet.
Him.
I didn't go yet.
I went to see it again. Did you see it, Justin?
No, I ain't watching it. I look dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
you're hard to hard to please, man. Damn.
As a sports,
I ain't like Highest and Lowest either. That movie was dumb too.
That was
disappointing. I'm sorry. That movie.
Terrible is okay, Justin.
I refuse to watch it. I don't want to ruin my. You
won't ruin anything.
I love Denzel and Spike.
I like Spike Lee and Denzel too.
Denzel, he did what he could with that script.
I like give it both of them to death. I still love both.
What's the problem? I need to understand what the problem is with Together though. Like, it got really good ratings kind of across the board.
Look, I'm not hating on nobody that gave it a rating. I'm just saying for me. So the reason I'm getting at y'all is because number one, I told you I don't like body horror as it is. I already told you that. You know, see, I knew you was gonna laugh.
You know what?
I freaking hate that. I told y'all I hate body horror as it is. And y'all were swearing up and down, bro. I'm telling you, it's really good, man. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Blah 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, man. My nigga said it's worth me watching it. I'm gonna give it a chance. And I just watched something else that was similar. Dang, what did I text you about, Greg? God dang it! I had texted you about some other movie.
You did do that. I remember.
Dang, I texted you about some other movie, and I said, you know what? I forgot
you don't like body.
That bad. I gave this a chance and it wasn't that bad. So if it's not worse than this, I guess, the joint with Demi Moore.
The Substance.
The Substance, yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, the Substance is good. The reason it works, at least for me, because I'm similar to Justin in a way of like, you early on, give me the rules of the world or like what I'm looking at, and then I'll suspend belief. You know what I'm saying? So it starts out with already kind of in a space. Just
don't spoil this, man.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
No, I'm not spoiling.
So we're gonna watch it.
What movie are you talking about?
The Substance.
The Substance. I'm not spoiling the story. I'm just saying that it does a good job with initially putting you in the mindset of, hey, this isn't like complete. Like this is. It does a good job of setting the theme so that my mind isn't saying, man, you know what I'm saying, like or whatever, like what Justin was talking about with the long walk, or with the walk, whatever the freaking movie.
Long walk.
But yeah, so but the Substance was good, and once I finished it, I was like, all right, I'll give it a chance because this crap has some really, that joint has some really gross issue in it, and I said, well, it can't be worse than this, and it wasn't. But while I was watching, I was just like, this is dumb. It like the whole time, and then I was like, but I'm gonna keep watching it. No, I'm not a fan. No, I'm not a fan. Then at the end, I was like, okay, I'm definitely not a fan. And I'm never watching this again. So, but shout out to them for the ratings that they got. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people loved it. So, I'm not hating at all on that.
So I got a question for Morgan and Javon. So what's y'all issue with supporting Black business?
Man, get the freak out of here.
What?
What they do now?
If you're not watching Highest and Lows, which is the Spike Lee joint and the starring Denzel, which we're supposed to have more Black representation in movies and support to help get that, why y'all not supporting it, even if you didn't like it?
I have not seen it yet. I will at some point.
Right.
And
when you want to support it. Because numbers matter, especially in the streaming world. You know what I'm saying? It's usually like first week, first month joints.
Listen,
right.
There are some movies that I'm interested in.
Wait. Did you just say you're not gonna go see him?
Yes, he said it looks stupid.
He just said that.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna see it. I said
you just said I ain't gonna see that.
Just said I'm not going.
I'm not.
I wait till
come on streaming.
I got see, you full of
you messed it all up. I'm always listening. Always.
Y'all support black business.
I won't man, and there's no attention.
Hey, I supported Marlon Wayans by going to his comedy show, so he got all my money.
Oh
yeah, no, I'm not. Look,
Greg was like, "Yeah, you had me to that point."
I'm not against.
He got my money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not against
Marlon
him.
got my money.
I'm not against him, but the same as I said in the group, from the time that
that's a genre of movie I typically don't.
From the time
that interest in seeing.
I mean, I'm gonna go see it. I'm hoping to go see it on Thursday, but I just
from the time that I saw.
So what if I pay for a ticket and don't go? Would you feel better about that?
I've done that before.
Why do you not like?
I don't care what you do.
So Justin, you said
I didn't criticize you about going to supporting small black businesses. You did that to me.
I know.
I don't care.
I'm that person for the show, man. I'm gonna do that.
That's true.
I don't care. I liked it.
Which one?
It's him.
Okay.
It's heavily metaphorical. Like I could.
Is Jordan peeled out?
No, because he didn't.
Jordan don't have nothing to do with this.
His company produced it.
Yeah,
it's just like what was that other one? Monkey Man.
Yeah,
it's a different. I liked it.
Okay.
I watched. Yeah, I think it was all right. It wasn't.
But yeah. So it's like heavily metaphor stuff. There's I think I gotta come up with a term for this stuff. I can tell when people are getting their information and their opinions from TikTok because a whole bunch of people be saying the same shit. So there's this thing where they were, I keep hearing people say it's not as smart as they're trying to be. And I'm like, I don't feel like they were trying to like do stuff like super over your head. I can see why certain people would see that, like watch that whole movie if they were locked in and they would automatically hate it because it's exposing like, like the behind the scenes stuff, the bullshit that a lot of entertainers and athletes have to go through. I saw parallels. It was like some of it, it's not super deep, but some of it cuts kind of deep. Like, the parts about, you could be Tom Brady or Montana or Randy Moss, like all these great people. And then when your time is done, they just like kick you out, and then also watching like that dynamic of the young person who has to come in and like I thought about like Luka in a little bit that LeBron has always been your favorite player, he's your hero, whatever. Now you're on the team with him and you're expected to like take over the team from him, so it's almost like putting your idol out to pasture, you know what I mean? So there was some really cool parts of it, like also that part, like if kids, like I know some kids that was like super talented and they didn't even love or want to play, whether it was football, basketball, whatever, but they did it just to because it could get their families in a better place. And so it covered a lot of different things. Some of it, I don't know, they didn't like, some of it might be a little bit hard to watch, but no, I went back to see it again because the first time I just went just to see how I felt, but then I went and like really kind of like took it all in, and it's a solid movie. I like what
I'm gonna cash up you $10 so that way your second viewing was my money.
Oh man!
And then that way I supported black business.
These movies they cost like $18, $19.
$12. I ain't doing the popcorn.
No, I'm not. That's before popcorn.
Greg said, I do premium seating. So
I do premium.
Me too, bro.
To be fair,
he said, I got to look.
I want the one where the water splashes in my face.
Oh yeah, I did that. I did that for the Conjuring.
I'm just not like when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, this is not going to be a movie that I'm interested in seeing.
Agreed.
So that's weird because you're a big sports dude, though.
Right, no? But yeah, but it's still like a genre movie that was like I can already tell where it was going. I'm like, that's not going to interest me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not speaking down on the movie at all because I'm happy for Marlon. I'm happy for Tariq. I just from the time that I saw the trailer,
Tyrese in the movie.
Tariq, with it, the main character.
Yeah, all the black people.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not.
I'm sorry.
I know I'm wrong. Look,
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm here for. You know why I'm here.
I'm just not. I'm just not a. I just the trailer. I was not concerned. I just I felt an unease the whole time. I'm like, I'll go see it, but I'm probably not gonna like it. I just had that thought all the time. But like I said, I had tickets to go twice this weekend, and I just had one of the weekends, and I was like, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I just say check it out on, you got the thing now, right? So you get 4 or 5 movies. I just like when I don't like it's. I look at some of the reviews and I'm just like, get out of here. Like it's I like what Marlon said because they were asking him about like the low ratings and he's like, I've been in a few movies that were like that got bombed like in the beginning, like as far as reviews and stuff went.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like classics, you know what I mean? So it's like it's innovative. I can tell you like from the standpoint of like shots and how they directed it. I'm not saying it's gonna beat Sinners or anything, but it's definitely encapsulated like very detailed and like really interesting shots and angles and lighting and stuff to make it it was pretty.
So was it directed by Jordan Peele or was it produced by
his company? The guy.
Okay.
I forgot his name. I think he's.
So was the Spike Lee joint? Was that the same thing? Was it produced by Spike Lee or was it directed?
No, Spike directed it.
Oh, okay.
Y'all ready to do the list?
Let's go.
All right. Does TV count?
No, just movies.
Who said that? Was that Justin? Javon?
Why would I?
Next time, I'm not asking. I'm just gonna send my.
I didn't say that.
Say my people.
Movies, man. Movies.
Yeah, no. I'm saying Javon is. I was asking the group earlier. Are we doing TV, movies, whatever, or just movies? He said just movies.
Why just movies?
Let me do my list and get it.
I think TV should be included.
Man, so we can have another topic for another time. See how much we struggle to have topics.
This
I'm trying to give away all the milk.
This one was not easy for me, so I'm interested to see whatever y'all come up with because
I created a niche list. So
all right, I'm gonna give you the real actor's name, the movie, and then
hold on. Remember, we gotta say the rules. Can't be the protagonist or the antagonist. The main.
Oh, you come on, man. Come on.
You can't be a scene stealer if you're the lead actor.
Just do you not look at the thread?
No, you don't.
It's the supporting person, right?
Yes, the supporting person. That's what I said.
Can the supporting person be a hero?
I said the main protagonist or the main antagonist.
No, you ain't say main. You said protagonist or antagonist.
Yeah,
that's how my come on, like.
All right, so
I didn't say main. Did I? If I didn't say it, I didn't say it.
That's how my come on.
He didn't. No, you didn't say main, but we clarified.
Protagonist is a protagonist.
I know.
We clarified.
All right, it's okay, Greg.
We clarified.
That's why I should be first. I'm like,
I'm gonna
go. I don't be knowing all this stuff.
Protagonist.
Number 5. So number 5 on my list. Again, top 5 movie scene stills of all time. Number 5, Drew Barrymore, Scream, beginning of the movie. What's your favorite movie? She was only in that film for like, I don't even know if it was 10 minutes. But that conversation set the tone for everything else, not just in that movie before the series. She played the killed girl perfectly. She's a stereotype for that now at this point. You know what I'm saying? Especially for slasher movies. Talk about stealing something. I mean, she innovated that role for the genre for this age. I can't say all time because you got Jason, Freddy, and all those. But I would argue she did better in her scene for that movie and those slashers than the people that came in the Jason and Freddy movies because we don't even remember them. So that's my number 5. Number 4, Robert Downey Jr., Tropic Thunder.
Oh, damn.
Oh, good one. Good one.
I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude trying to do.
Yeah, good one.
That's a good one. I didn't even think about that.
Right. What I tell you, when I watched that, we just had this conversation too because me and my best friend got in. We didn't get into an argument, but it was a debate because he was saying if it was a white person that was wearing blackface, I would be pissed. And I said, no, I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't. The intent is what matters, number 1. And number 2, in the movie, if you're watching it, that's not what's happening. He wasn't. We can get, that's a conversation for later. But RDJ, Tropic Thunder, multiple scenes, but he stole every scene he was in. Aside from the one that Tom Cruise was in, because Tom Cruise stole 2. He was amazing. Number 3, Charlize Theron, The Devil's Advocate. Again, you could pick multiple scenes from that movie. You could pick the scene where she finally commits suicide. There's 3 scenes that stick out of my mind. One, when he leaves her at the party and she asks him not to. When they had that conversation afterwards, that was great. The scene after old buddy and her had sex, and then her offering herself. She was amazing in that movie. Period. Number 2, Joe Pesci, Goodfellas. Funny how, like funny ha ha or blah 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 blah. That movie, that scene, still every time you watch it, it's like, damn, bro, you about to off this dude. If you ain't seen it, if you never seen it, ain't no way in the world you're not thinking that. You know what I'm saying? He about to get killed, and he was just messing with him the whole time. If I was in that scene, I would have left if I could, because you about to kill me. And it's an iconic scene. Everybody has at least heard that at some point, and he wasn't the lead in that movie. Number 1 for me, Viola Davis, Fences, Just to Stand in the Same Spot as You. Masterclass in acting. Masterclass. One of the best scenes I've seen in a movie. And I've said this before. Fences, what they did with Fences as a movie was incredible because they literally shot that entire movie in pretty much 4 places. They pretty much shot it as if it was a play.
Yeah, and that was the beauty of it.
Yeah, I mean, they shot that entire movie in maybe 4 or 5 places tops. The majority of it was at the house, in the inside, in the backyard. You saw once when he went to work, the street. Those are 4 I could think of. But I mean, it was literally just that, and it was almost all dialogue. And you still watch. It was crazy. But when she busted that scene out,
that's the first time I wanted to fight Denzel Washington. I was ready to come through the screen on him with the skippity.
I'm telling you, masterclass. Masterclass. So that's my 5.
Can I go? Or who's
go ahead, Greg.
All right. I just want to preface this, ladies and gentlemen. My 5 is the Black Edition. It's way too many. So I had to file it down. So I was wavering. Technically, he's not the protagonist of this movie, but he was the dominant force in this movie, and he is the GOAT. His name is Denzel Washington in Glory.
Oh, great!
Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Next, I want to take the guy that was on his way to being the Denzel of our generation, of this current generation, and that is Chadwick Boseman in Civil War. That's part of the movie.
Yeah.
And I fight anybody who says no. Then I got to go back to my roots. I'm taking Mr. Martin Lawrence in House Party. Every scene as Bilal the DJ was just it pushed him to
Dragon Breath.
Martin you know what I'm saying, the series and becoming an icon. And he really, that's not the first thing I seen him in. The first thing I saw him in was What's Happening Now. But that movie, he really, like blew it out the park. What else? I got John Witherspoon in Boomerang. Iconic scenes. Bang Bang is like, we're never the same.
Coordinate.
Bang Bang. You can't be.
Got a mushroom.
You got to whoop that. You know what I'm saying? Like lifelong stuff. And then my last one, because I needed at least one woman. I took Taraji from Color Purple, like the recent Color Purple, because once she came on the screen, that was the only thing I wanted to see was her for the rest of the movie. She was fantastic.
Okay.
Solid.
I'll go.
Taraji's everything. Right.
This was tough, but I got number 5. I got Terrence Howard in The Best Man. Okay. Karma don't come back on you, babe. Karma don't come back that hard on, baby. Let's see. I know I said that.
He can't even deliver his lines as good as you just did.
I know he got that draw. Number 4, Jules Winfield, Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson. Number 3, Cuba Gooding Jr., Jerry Maguire, Show Me the Money. Number 2, Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past. He was only on for like 15, like 10 minutes. And that's part of the film.
I considered that one, but I didn't do it because I felt like that wasn't as much him still in the scene as an actor as it was just like that.
No, I thought he played it. He played it well. Played it well. And then number 1, I'll Be Your Huckleberry, Val Kilmer in Tombstone.
Yeah, he was good in that movie.
That's my dog, man. Every scene. All right, go ahead, Justin.
All right, so my number 5 is Mr. Chow in Hangover.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
My number 4, I'm gonna go same. Doc Holliday, Tombstone.
Okay.
My number 3, Mr. Miyagi, Karate Kid.
Okay. All right.
My number 2 question. Animation.
Yeah.
Okay. Bet. Number 2. Just my personal favorite. Lucius Best, aka Frozone.
I really did. I went back and forth on that one. I was going
and my number 1, The Genie in Aladdin.
Okay. I was gonna say once you said animation, I was like, if you don't have Robin Williams,
I'm about to say animation is a whole different list in itself.
I could take Mr. Miyagi off and put the Minions in Despicable Me.
I almost put what's her name? Miss Edna. Edna Mode from The Incredibles.
Honorable mention: Han Solo in Star Wars and Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs.
I definitely would have put Hannibal in there, but Hannibal, he was not the main antagonist, but
yeah, it was like too. I'm with you, Mark.
It was too close to me for me to put him there because
that's what I said. That's what I said. Honorable mention.
He would have definitely been number 1.
That's what I said. Honorable mention. So I even wanted to honorable mention Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
the first one.
Yeah,
Hannibal would have definitely been number 1 if I did not consider him to be. If I did not consider him to be the main antagonist, like Buffalo Bill was supposed to be, but
that's how I felt. I felt like Lecter was.
I felt like Lecter was the.
I thought he was the antagonist. Like Buffalo Bill was just an obstacle.
I think it was
Heath Ledger number 1, but he was the main antagonist.
I wanted to, but I was like, I thought about him too.
He's the antagonist.
He definitely would have been number 1. I've never seen a portrayal of Joker that I enjoyed more than Heath Ledger.
Yeah, he is the best Joker ever.
Man, what about what's his name?
I don't know, man. I still like Jack Nicholson. Man, I watched the first Batman.
He was cool. I don't get it right. He's number two. He's number two.
He was the standard for Heath Ledger to me.
I still like him over Ledger.
Y'all didn't like Jared Leto?
Who?
No,
man. Please don't make me turn your camera off.
Absolutely not.
I have such a struggle like with Tron coming out, like, and he's like in it, and I'm like,
something else.
I really need to.
That movie don't look good to me. It don't look like I want to see it.
Tron though, man.
I didn't like the second Tron.
Something else I don't understand because Disney can still suck it right now.
Did you cancel your Disney?
Man, I canceled that crap the same day.
So
his joint come on tonight. Are you gonna watch it? Jimmy Fallon?
What is it? What come on tonight?
Jimmy Fallon. He coming on tonight. You gonna watch it?
Jimmy Kimmel.
I was never
Fallon, whatever the name is.
I never watched Jimmy Kimmel. I watch clips. I don't watch the actual show.
Oh, okay.
So how does it? So all right. So I don't generally boycott a lot of stuff because I feel like if we could we might as well boycott everything.
What have you boycotted?
I don't generally boycott it because.
So I'm just asking, what have you boycotted?
I haven't.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
So not generally, you just don't boycott.
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay.
And I'm okay. Like because even when like the Kaepernick stuff was going down and people were boycotting the NFL, to me it never made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, well, if you boycott the NFL, then you might as well boycott every one of these other leagues too.
Other leagues, mm-hmm.
Like you know what I mean? Like there's, like, to me, it's like, well, if you boycott this one thing, then there's a whole slew of other things you need to boycott.
Gotcha.
Then
you still shop at Target,
picking everything. You know what I mean?
So you still shop at Target?
All right.
I'm just asking. No judgment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Boo.
Boo.
Who you want me to go to Walmart?
So Greg, where'd you go? Where'd you go shop at?
You think Walmart is better?
So, no, I don't. So you say boo, Greg? If you said boo, where'd you shop? Where'd you shop at? Where you
Walmart in like 10 years.
Where do I shop at?
If you're not shopping at Target, where you getting your stuff from?
I go to Publix and get most of my stuff.
I feel I feel like every business, if you dig deep enough.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
I understand that, but I also understand, like putting your dollars in places, sometimes you got to make a point, So yeah, I think what happened with Target, I think it was phenomenal.
Neither one of y'all is wrong. I was just wondering.
Well, yeah, so like there are certain, like there are comic book creators who I won't buy their stuff.
Uh-huh.
So that's the closest thing to a boycott. Like Ethan Van Siever, whatever his name is. He's an artist. He's an artist who said a lot of like really foul stuff.
Uh-huh.
I used to love his artwork. I would buy anything he did. Then he started talking greasy. All right, I'm done. So that to me is a more direct. Like,
but to me that's what I did with Disney because I wasn't doing it for Jimmy. I was doing it because I'm not getting ready to pay these mugs to play in my face being a hoe for old buddy. You know what I'm saying? So because
I think it was way more layered than that. But
did you boycott ABC too?
Once you get to like big these big multinational corporations, it's hard to be like, all right, I'm gonna boycott them because of this thing over here, and then you find out that this same company owns this thing over here,
all these other subsidiaries,
right? All this subsidiary, and then all right, well now I can't. Now I got to start boycotting
all of this stuff.
You know what I mean?
But nobody bats 1,000. Like I don't think.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. Do what you do. I was just talking about me.
I think it's similar to like me. I initially said why I wasn't shopping at Walmart and why they could suck it, but I have since let go. I don't really say it no more. I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for nobody else to do it. I don't care what they do. I'm just speaking for me.
I feel like that hurts the black companies that are working through Target.
Yeah, we had this conversation with Tab.
Yeah, but they were getting hurt anyway. Like they were about to be hurt.
So my question is, if you're gonna if you participated in this particular boycott of canceling your Hulu, Disney Plus, or whatever, now that he's back on, why wouldn't you at least go on to the network that he's on to support that to get this man's ratings up. If you're supporting him,
I personally,
good point.
And we talked about this last.
I hope that makes sense.
Well, again,
no, it makes sense.
Again, I didn't do this. I didn't do it for Jimmy, right? So I respect Jimmy Kimmel. I respect his. I like his clips and stuff like that or whatever. But I don't watch his show. I didn't do this. I didn't do this for Jimmy Kimmel. I did it. Because it was such a blatant. It was such a blatant direct. I mean, the FCC dude was direct about the threat that he says wasn't a threat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, and then ABC saw that clearly. And then once the news came out that Bob Iger and them are trying to buy some other corporation or whatever, so they backed down. You know what I mean? All right, so okay, you gonna choose the money over free speech. All right, bet. I'm not gonna pay you my money to play in my face. That's crazy. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think like
that's stuff they've been playing in our faces for
yeah, but that's my point. Like again, no, everybody has to make their own decision about what's too much for you and when you're gonna stop paying your money or keep paying the money. That's a personal decision. I don't care who does and who doesn't. I just know what I'm not doing. I can't spend money.
Can I ask you a question more? Did you boycott during the Kaepernick stuff, NFL?
I did initially.
What made you come back?
The longer that I thought about, I felt like the NFL joint was a darned if you do, darned if you don't situation because I've always wanted to see. It's similar with the Jimmy Kimmel situation. In that situation, the reason that I came back was because I'm like, man, I don't want to see them not like the point that you just brought up, right? It ends up hurting black businesses or whatever. There's a lot of black millionaires right now through the NFL, through the NBA, through whatever, and that can negatively affect them. That I think by numbers and seeing what was moving and what wasn't, it wasn't affecting anything, not like that. So that's a part of it. But when it comes to the Jimmy situation, like I said, I wasn't doing it for Jimmy as much as I was just. I'm like, man, I'm not about to. I'm good on that, whatever. But there's always a balance to it. Like there is a balance of, like Justin just said, like, do I want to support Jimmy? Yes. But what would I like to see Jimmy do? Ultimately, number one, do not do what they're asking you to do. Please don't get up there and give no BS apology. That's number one. Number two, you better not freaking donate to Turning Point talking about some. Do not cave to their demands. That's number one.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that. Number two,
the biggest thing I would like to see him do is similar to what we got into an argument about this, but like when Dame Dash was on the Breakfast Club talking spicy to them for the one that blew up when he was talking about them not being bosses and all the rest of the nonsense. One thing I would like to see is more people put themselves in the position like Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Issa Rae, people that, all right, you created this, you built it from the bottom, you did it your own way, you didn't have any network success or network partnerships or whatever. At some point, the networks came to you and offered you something, but you're going to do what you do regardless of whether they partner with you or not, right? So Dave Chappelle is controlling his own ship, period. Cat Williams is controlling his own ship, period. I'm gonna make this money regardless. I can make more money if I sell this to Netflix. Can I make more money? Yes. But am I gonna make money regardless? Yes. Can you cancel Cat Williams? No. Can you cancel Dave Chappelle? No. So what I would like to see Jimmy do is, I believe Jimmy.
You can.
No.
You can.
No.
They can pull the plug on all of it,
and they'll still make money. That's what I mean. So like. What I mean by that is, if you have a true fan base, they can't. You might lose some partnerships, but your fans are still gonna be your fans. Like a perfect example is Kanye. Kanye still got money. He didn't been canceled. He's still canceled right now. He still got money. He still got money right now. You're not gonna mess with his. You can mess with some things. You can cancel these partnerships, but you cannot take him. You can't take all of his money. It's not possible because he still has fans to support him right now. The artist that shall not be named, right? That we don't name on the show. He still got people trying to pay to get him out right now. I mean, there's a certain level of canceling, right? But my only point is, Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle have positioned themselves with a fan base that will follow them regardless. And whether they have partnerships with Netflix, whether they have partnerships with Amazon Prime or whoever it is, they're gonna make their money regardless. They're not gonna go broke because they have people to ride with them regardless. What I would like to see,
might not go broke, but they're not gonna make the same amount of money.
Yeah, Jimmy's making like between $15-16 million a year.
But I think Jimmy is in a unique situation too, where I don't believe Jimmy needs ABC. I don't. He's at the point now.
Totally needs ABC.
I don't think he does.
Hold on. Can I ask? So, you don't think Cat Williams? You don't think he needs these streaming platforms?
No. He's proven it.
What? How?
Cat Williams doesn't need because he's gonna sell. Will he make as much money as he's making with those partnerships?
He tours a lot, so he's
but there's different touring money, and then there's you getting streaming money. Like there's
again. I'm not telling you that your business is going to be just as successful. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I would rather have a very well established business and I'm going to make more than enough for me and mine, right? That you can't touch, you can't mess with, you can't alter. If you want to partner with me based on my terms, you can. And we can negotiate on what those terms are. If I agree with it, I re-up. But I don't want to be in a position. Kevin Hart does it, but Kevin Hart has way more corporate sponsorships and partnerships that he has to tread a little bit more lightly. Steve Harvey, another good example. They have to tread a little bit more lightly with what they say, where they say it, and things like that. Versus Cat Williams and Dave are going to say what they want. Period. Because it doesn't.
I disagree. I think Kevin Hart is in the same boat. He might make just like you said. Kevin Hart. You don't think Kevin Hart has enough of an audience?
Kevin Hart's been canceled before though, too.
How?
So.
They tried.
When he was saying the homophobic stuff.
When he cheated on his wife too.
You think that really did anything, y'all?
When he cheated on his wife,
it impacted him a little bit. Like
when he cheated on his wife, that impacted.
No, I mean when I say a little bit, I'm saying like it probably would break people like us. But he's got
But that makes my point though. Like the point I'm making is I'm only saying I think Cat Williams, I think Kevin Hart is in the same boat as Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle. I think if he wanted to be like, I don't need all these, whatever, his money is fine.
Yeah, I think Kevin's got way more money than Cat.
Cat, yeah.
Well, yeah, he does. He has way more money. Because you're gonna take a hit if you decide to walk away from any of these dudes decide to walk away from the streaming money, they're gonna take a hit. Now they can still be out there making money, but they're gonna take a hit. Now,
that doesn't like the only point I'm trying to make is
they're making it independently as opposed to being.
I get that.
Major.
I would rather have my own business stand up.
And that's what I'm saying. Kevin is the same. He's in the same boat,
but he has more partnerships than they do.
But he's also like Kevin's also not independent like they are.
Right.
He's
not.
You don't think he runs? You don't think he's
not. He's not. The same with Mayweather. I gave Mayweather as an example last time. Mayweather was letting other people promote. Bob Arum was promoting a whole bunch of his stuff. I want to say Don King was promoted at some point.
Kevin executive produces his stuff though.
Yeah, but Cat has been spending his own money for his own specials for a long time, and then he will say, "Yo, I got this special I'm about to put out. Do y'all what?" You know what I'm saying? He can go to Netflix and say, "Yo," it's the same as you giving a what you call that crap?
Okay, but you don't think that has so I get what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm asking
for understanding.
Yeah, like because when I think of Kevin Hart is a lot more palatable to the general audience than say Cat Williams. And that matters. Like I think if he had the opportunity and he had it, Cat Williams would take all of the same.
Cat Williams had the opportunity.
Promotion. You don't think he would take the same partnership?
No, he had the opportunity.
He blew
it
all the time.
Yeah, he blew it. He blew it. Right, but he had the opportunity.
He blew it though.
Like he never left his lane.
He will tell you that he blew it. He says it.
He'll also tell you that like some of him blowing it was choices because he doesn't want to play the game.
It's the same with Dave.
Yeah, but him playing the game is one thing, but his personality and the stuff that he was doing.
He went through a time.
He
went through a time in his life. He's spoken about it. He's put it in the stand up. But that's not the same. Point. Yeah, but that's not the same as my point is. Let's use Dave.
The man was about to fight a 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. let's use Dave Chappelle, right? Let's use Dave Chappelle.
That's a better example.
Dave walked away from it though. That's a difference.
Yes, but again, he walked away from it, right? Which was network deals. He walked away from it because of what they were asking him to do.
Right.
And he didn't want to do it. And he wasn't comfortable. He left it. And people said, you're crazy for leaving all that money on the table. He didn't care, right? He left it. When he came back to stand up, since he's come back to stand up, Netflix did a deal with him. But what we know for a fact is Dave had his own terms for what he was going to do, what he was not going to do, what he was going to say, what he's not going to say. And Netflix had to accept on his terms. That my only point is that.
Right, and I'm saying Kevin. I think Kevin is in the same boat. He's just more willing to give a little than.
Has Kevin had a Netflix special yet?
Yeah.
Well, no,
I don't think he's had a Netflix special.
Yeah, he's had his last 2 or 3 have been on Netflix.
Yeah, he's
had them on Netflix, but he hasn't had Netflix specials.
No,
like
he had
he did.
He had one during COVID.
I'm asking. Oh, that one during COVID when he was in his house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah.
But I don't. Was that Netflix?
Yeah.
Yes,
it was Netflix. Well, yeah. So I just think that Kevin is more willing to, like y'all said, and I guess I'm agreeing with y'all. Kevin is willing to play the game more than Cat Williams does.
Yeah, but I'm not hating on Kevin at all.
But let's go back to who we were talking about, Jimmy Kimmel, who isn't close to as talented as any of the people.
Mm-hmm. No, he's not.
We're talking about.
But Jimmy,
he needed this job.
But Jimmy's not a Jimmy's not a comedian. He's not a stand-up comedian, right? His lane would be going and podcasting. The people that come on his show right now would still come on his show if he did it privately and ran his own ship, just the same as Shannon Sharpe. Shannon went and built Club Shay Shay without ESPN, and he's making more money there than he was making the ESPN. Jimmy Kimmel can absolutely do that without.
You think he's making more than he was making at ESPN?
He said he was. He made it clear that he's making.
I don't believe that nigga say no more.
I don't know, man.
I guarantee he's making way more money. You gotta
remember when he was out in the ESPN.
Don't guarantee that because he had a $100 million contract.
He was only doing it like two, 3 days a week.
No, he went. Didn't he go full time at one point?
No, he the whole time he stayed 2 days a week because Stephen A. wanted to make sure everybody else stayed in rotation too. RC, he wanted RC to still be.
I feel like I heard his contract from there was super big though.
Yeah,
it was getting ready.
It was over 100
million. I'm saying, like, there's no way he was making more.
It was still 2 days a week, but I'm telling you,
right? But he's not making more than he was making on his podcast. That's all.
You can Google it and find where he says it himself. I'm telling you what he said. I'm not making it up. He said it. He said, and the reason it makes sense is because he owns everything that has to do with Club Shay Shay. It's again, Mayweather's the best.
That's his IP. That's his IP.
Exactly. Mayweather's the best example I can give you. Mayweather was making money when Bob Arum was promoting his fights. Was he making way more money when he promoted his own fights? Yes, because once Mayweather was running his
Morgan, what? You're bringing up these amazingly talented people, and we're talking about Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, but the only point look, you're talking
about once in a lifetime boxer,
but we're not
Jimmy Kimmel.
But that's not the conversation is about, can Jimmy Kimmel set up his own podcast and have the exact same people that appear on his show on ABC show up there and have the exact same conversations that he has right now?
He ain't gonna make the exact same money he was making at ABC.
And you might have to do a hell of a lot more work.
Way more work.
Yes, but okay.
It matters.
It does matter.
All of us are entrepreneurs, right?
I think if Jimmy Kimmel went on his own, production wise, it would be a change. It'd be less, but the conversations and the guests, he has
way more control.
He has the connection and the star power to still have those same kind of people on his show.
He's built relationships.
Who watches Jimmy Kimmel?
You're not the only point that I'm making.
I'm sure some people do.
I don't know. I don't know if Jimmy.
That's what I'm saying. I think
most people don't watch late night.
I don't think Jimmy wants
on his own. He would still have that.
But most people don't watch late night live.
I think the point Morgan is. I don't think he wants.
Regardless who it is.
I don't think he wants it.
I don't.
You gotta think to wake up
on his own production. He can have it uncensored. People
exactly.
No, I'm not disagreeing with what it.
He get paid $88,000 every episode.
Bro, I'm not okay.
Hold on.
I'm saying again for the point of clarity.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it couldn't be better, like content wise. I'm saying that, and this is kind of what was my point last time, is that not everybody wants that level of responsibility.
Another
example, want to do their thing,
that work,
paid, and then go off and do whatever they want to do. Not everybody wants to be the boss.
Another example is Pat McAfee
on that level.
Another example,
and that's what I was going to bring up.
Another example is Pat McAfee. He built his own thing offline. ESPN saw the value in it and said, "We got to get this dude. I'll pay him whatever it takes to get him here because of the audience he's bringing."
Right, he built it. Right,
that's all I'm telling you. I get what you're saying. All I'm saying is I would rather own it myself. I understand that. I understand that. I'm only saying that's what I would like to see Jimmy do. I would like to see him.
I don't think
it depends on what ABC does. If ABC and Disney are not going to back him,
they removed the suspension already.
They did, but the affiliates are still blocking it. There's two affiliates.
Give them a week. Once it gets through the news cycle,
they're not going to change. I don't think they're going to back down.
Well, then let them.
The people that's going to get forced into a corner is Disney. The affiliates don't have to do anything. The only way the affiliates move is if people in those local places that want to see Jimmy Kimmel start boycotting the ad revenue on those TV shows that run while Jimmy Kimmel's on. That's the only way you're going to be able to make them budge. Other than that, they'll take that L. Disney's going to be the one that has the budge. That's why Disney moved so quick on what they had to say, because all those subscriptions got canceled. They had to make a move one way or the other before it hits the parks. Because people were talking about not going to the parks, not going to the cruises, all of that stuff. It's just money you're going to save, keep in your pocket. Not going to the movies. People were talking about not shooting movies, not directing movies. All of that was on the table. So now we don't even know if people have relented yet, because again, one, it's going to depend on what Jimmy says tonight. It's going to depend on what Jimmy says tonight, and it's going to depend on what's going to happen, because somebody's got to flinch. And ABC semi-flinched already. But these affiliates, I don't think those affiliate people are going to flinch unless or until they feel the financial strain too. So people have to boycott them. And I don't know, because of the level that it takes in order to do that, I don't know that that's going to happen. But I'm just saying.
So let me ask this. Why are we not boycotting MSNBC and NBC for firing Joy Reid?
That part.
Joy was, I think, people. I'm personally happy. Okay,
transracial.
I'm saying that's her reasons.
I'm personally happy about Joy being out of that too, as like I was with Jamel when she left ESPN. I'm happy
ESPN for that.
When people leave these corporations and go do their own thing and build their own.
No, she got fired, so we got to say it correctly.
Why though? Why did she get fired?
Who?
Because she's a white woman, or did she do some other shit?
Then Michael get fired, or did he just leave?
Mike's been with NBC.
No, I can't remember if he got fired though.
No, Jamel got fired,
and he left when she left.
I think Mike just left because he wanted to work with Jamel.
No, he left, and then he started doing.
They weren't doing the show together.
Nah,
I used to listen to that podcast. I listen to that podcast.
Oh, that's from Minnesota. Oh, sorry.
But I just like it. I like the more people. I'm happy for Joy Reid. I'm happy for Don Lemon. the people that are leaving that space where you already know that you're fighting tooth and nail as it is, and you can go build your own thing, and then later on they're going to end up partnering back up with you. I'm happy for Roland Martin. Roland ain't looked back at CNN since, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather people go do their own thing, build that crap out. You got your living, you still gonna make your living.
But that's not my point. Is why are we not like getting the pitchforks and boycotting?
The reason that the Joy situation was different. I don't remember Joy getting fired for. They didn't even give a reason actually, but it wasn't for free speech.
We know the reason though.
Yeah, because
it's not just happening to her. It's happening to a lot of Black women first, and now it's happening to
But that's not.
Once it gets to once it's a white man that's being impacted, now we ready. This is just me personally. Now we ready to pick up and boycott and all of that. But when it's happening to Black people in all these different spaces, whether it's the political spaces or the media, it's like cool. But then they get Jimmy, who we don't even watch.
I think it's a different situation.
I do too. Yeah. White man versus Black woman.
No, I want that. I think it's because again, if Joy had said what Jimmy said, and she got put off air for that, then I think the response would have been similar. I can't say the same because I don't know that white people would have jumped on board for Joy the way that they did with Jimmy.
This is white on white crime right now. This is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
And we standing in the middle, like
we just all here a while. Okay.
We should be dancing.
We always in the middle. That's what it always
is.
But
white on white crime in support of us though, or in support of what we're against. Not in support of us. In support of what we're against.
It was about free speech, bro. Like you already knew that.
Wait, why you made that face, Greg?
Huh?
Oh no,
I was agreeing with what you're saying.
Okay. It's about free speech. They're going to reach as far for everything as they can, and the big thing that we'll see that is next year for midterms. Like, are we actually going to have free and fair midterms, or are they going to be not free and fair? You know what I'm saying? I think there's a perfectly good chance that they are not free and fair.
They haven't been.
I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm hoping it doesn't go that far, but I'm not an idiot. And I saw Project 2025 just like everybody else. So, well, let me not say everybody else.
I gotta wrap it up. I got this. I got artwork to do.
I don't know what we're doing for a topic next week. We got to come up with like 4 new ones so Danny can do the posters. We'll talk about that hopefully tomorrow. But we appreciate y'all as always. Thank you for watching episode 200 wherever we're at, or 184, wherever Javon put up there. And we'll see y'all next week. I didn't write down what the lists were.
It don't matter.
Yeah, you're right. It don't.
I won because I got Black people.
I got Black people.
I got all Black people.
I got Black people.
I got frozen. What you talking about?
3 out of 5.
Who won the other goals? I know I won with Homeboy.
Val Kilmer's Blackish in his movie.
I got a dude that's playing another dude.
Peace out, y'all.
Boo.
Peace.
Yeah.